Yes, it's true. I want to be like you. Ah. Hey everyone, Staff here, bringing you another movie monologues. Today's episode is The Jungle Book, directed by Jon Favreau. This movie was good. It put me in a good mood. It's the new live-action Disney movie. They're doing what they've been doing for the past couple of years, taking their animated movies and remaking them into a live-action version. This is live-action, but is it really? Because 95% of this movie is all CGI. And let's just say that they did a phenomenal job with that. Because there were only a few moments in this movie where I was like, that's CGI. Or I was taken out of it because I was like, well, I can tell that the kid actor is the only real thing in this scene. But it only happened a couple times. The CGI in this movie is phenomenal. They did a phenomenal job with that. And let's just talk about the voice casting. You got Bill Murray as Baloo. You got Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. Christopher Walken as King Louie. Scarlett Johansson as the Snake. I don't remember if they actually said what the snake's name was. And Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Wow. For those of you who aren't familiar with the names of the animals, because I had a hard time remembering them myself, and I just saw the movie, but Christopher Walken is King Louie. He's the big orangutan. Ben Kingsley plays Bagheera. He's the Black Panther. Idris Elba is Shere Khan. He's the tiger. Scarlett Johansson plays the snake. Like I said, I don't remember her name. And Bill Murray is Baloo, the bear. Perfect all around for the voice casting. Once those characters were on screen and the second they spoke, I was like, dang, yeah, that is that character. Now, Jungle Book was never a favorite of mine growing up, but at the same time, I remember watching it. I mean, as I'm watching this live action version, there were moments of that movie that came back to me. I was like, yeah, all right, this is cool. Bill Murray, I think that's the most he's put in a role in years. And that might be saying a lot, but nonetheless, he was fantastic in this movie. The kid, I don't know what his name is, but he's a kid actor. I think this is his first movie he's ever been in. He was phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal. For the most part, you couldn't tell that it was just him acting to just random stuff on the scene because, like I said, all these animals, even the set itself, everything is CGI. This looks like they went on location and filmed this like in the actual jungle and all that stuff. No. That is all CGI. This was all done in a studio in Los Angeles. Now, the kid didn't just have to stare at a dot or an X to act. They had puppets from Jim Henson. Yes, Jim Henson, the guy who made like the Muppets, original live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all that stuff. They had puppets for him to act to, so at least he had that to go on. But overall, excellent movie. I recommend it. However, if you're taking your little kid to this movie, I'm gonna warn you. There are some moments in this movie that will probably scare the crap out of your kid. This movie's rated PG, but I would aim it more towards the older PG audience, not the younger PG audience. Because like I said, there were a few scenes that will make you jump. Idris Elba playing Shere Khan the tiger, he is terrifying. He's absolutely terrifying. He can give little kids nightmares. Even Christopher Walken as King Louie the orangutan, he's scary in this movie too. The one scene that made me like actually jump like, whoa, was from Christopher Walken's King Louie. But I will say, they did the song with him, the I Want to Be Like You. They did Bare Necessities with Bill Murray. And they do shorter versions of those songs within the movie itself. But if you stick around afterwards through the credits, you got the full version of Christopher Walken singing I Want to Be Like You. Unfortunately, they have a different songwriter doing Bare Necessities. But there's a song that I remember in the animated movie that the snake sings. And they actually get Scarlett Johansson. They actually got her to do the full version of that song too, which isn't in the movie. It's in the end credits, but it's not in the movie. And stick around at least for the first half of the end credits, because they do this really cool thing with an open book. And they have like the characters in their locations on the pages popping up. And the pages flip and the new thing comes up. It's cool. I enjoyed it. I really dug that. Overall, I liked this movie. Like I said, Jungle Book, the animated movie growing up, wasn't my favorite Disney movie as a child. Really, I think I only saw it like once or twice. It wasn't a big part of my childhood. This movie, though, was great. This movie was great. I recommend it. And see it in the theater, because I went to see it in the theater today and they had Dolby Atmos speakers. Wow. This was the first movie in a long time that I recognized the sound. And that's saying a lot coming from me working in radio. Sound is kind of my thing. But the sound, like, you can tell when things are coming from like different sides of you, from behind you. The scene with Scarlett Johansson as the snake, that scene was probably the best one that I can point out where that happened, where she's circling around him and he can't see her yet, and she's talking to him, and the sound is like traveling around the room like that, and it is, oh, it was awesome. See it in the theater. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. That is my take on the Jungle Book. If you liked this video, please subscribe. I do other videos like this all the time. You can check back and go through all my other ones, watch those, like those. And as always, thank you all so much who have been watching me throughout this entire process. And as always, I will see y'all real soon.